Hey man, welcome back to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, man. Young Dolph brother still ain't came out and said nothing, man. That's crazy. Like we ain't at this point, man. I don't even know if like who's trying to really get the justice for Dolph. Like if you look at all the facts, man, you got to open your eyes and see that they had this whole thing kind of planned and he had to have been in on it, man. And it's like allegedly speaking, he could have had something to do with it. The fact that how did all of this happen and he's right there? Like everybody commenting and saying, how could this have happened and Dolph brother right there? How could you say this happened and Dolph brother there? Like he let it go down or what? Man, y'all gotta understand that people came in contact with him, man. People communicated with him. They let him know what they was about to do. The plans was not just anonymous. They were with people. Like they had this whole thing written out. They called everybody the whole week of that turkey drive, man. Y'all gotta realize everybody all of a sudden wanted to start doing turkey drives too on the PRE side. Like what? Man, these guys just look like they just quickly went to Walmart or something, got a bunch of turkeys in the trunk, and they were still frozen, handing them out. Like that's crazy, man. And y'all got to see that they ain't had no gloves or nothing handing them out too. So it was a quick, sloppy little alibi that everybody tried to do because the things was written out. The plans were right there. The writing was on the wall. They knew what was about to go down, man. It's the 15th, 16th, and the 17th. Those 3 days, man, it was a whole crazy weekend. Like y'all got to understand that whole weekend, everybody was like stressing. Everybody was, anxious, trying to wait until like that news dropped, man. Y'all gotta understand they were all like, man, just pacing back and forth, looking on their phones, man. Key Glock was almost deleted. That's why he deleted his Instagram right away, man. Man, y'all gotta realize, man, Key Glock deleted that. He was ready to delete it. He was already deleting certain pictures to take out, with like, for example, he had more pictures of a straight drop, and he had more pictures of him at the cookies at the Makedas, like with all the Trula people and everything from his past life. Like he had all that stuff up. If you would have went back to Key Glock IG from 2013, 22, you would have seen all that, man. Y'all would have seen that, and he was clearing that all out, man. Because if you go now, there's nothing there. So y'all gotta realize that these dudes knew it was about to happen, man. Even the Moochie Grape guy, man. The Moochie Grape guy got his chain taken. He really the one that caused a lot of this beef to boil up, man. And y'all gotta realize this man was beefing with one of the craziest savages out there, OG Bangway, man. This guy's wild and crazy, man. Like, dude's just straight up a menace. So this menace came, snatched his chain. He wanted a chain, so he went and took one from Big Moochie's neck. Big Moochie filed the police report, man. He snitched like crazy, bro. You can't snitch, man. If this Big Moochie dude rapping about all this street stuff and he go run to the police, that's the one thing that people can't, like, I can't get my head around that. Like, how are they going to rap about that? But then when you go look at the reality, they're running to the 12, so it don't make no sense. But basically from that's when the beef started, because Bang Wayne dropped the diss song, Let Me Get That. He dropped that diss song and talking about how he ran up on Big Moochie, he got his chain, not just one chain, 2 chains. What? How you let a man not just take one chain but take 2 chains from you? Like, that's crazy. I don't know if he snatched them both at once or if he did left hand, right hand. He could have snatched one from behind and then then swung around him, spin moved and snatched the other, man. That's crazy, bro. So we're gonna get the footage out there too of that chain snatching. It's gotta be somewhere. I think he had to have had it, one of his people in the car, man. Unless he went solo. But so after that happens, right? After that whole thing happens, then he drops a song on his YouTube. The song goes crazy, like for a guy like OG Bangway, he thinks he's famous now or something. He got like, 50,000 or so, maybe a couple 100,000, man. I haven't looked at it in a while, but he has some views. Then he posts some other ones, but in that video he posted a Let Me Get That. Man, dude is firing off the same Drake from the Dolph scene at the Makedas. He's firing off the same Drake from the Makedas in the end of his music video. Let me get that. Like, all facts. This is all facts right here, bro. So go back and look at that, right? After this, right? So this what happens next. After he dropped that, dude go on the run. Apparently, he was getting targeted too. Like, people was coming at him. Like, he was having all these issues in the streets. He basically had to kind of be on the low, so he always was wearing like a hoodie and everything like that, right? And then he met Lil Boozy somewhere. He posted a picture of Lil Boozy, and I don't even know if Lil Boozy know who this guy is, but he should have never did that, because now he got a picture of Boozy with him to clout him up so people could hype him, and he go on a rampage again. But y'all gotta understand that. So that boiled up the beef, right? All because of thanks to Big Moochie Grape and trying to beef with these crazy dudes, right? So next thing you know, that was like all 2020 coming in. 21 comes in, the beef go even more crazy with Key Glock and the old Trula people and all this, and Dolph signed the dude that hit one of the Trula guys, and oh man, it was crazy because they were all cool with the Jay guy. Jay. They were cool with Jay. Dolph was actually cool with Jay. But then they whole politics, they street politics came up and got in the way of some things, and they got in the way of the bread basically. And after that, you know, Trula and the other people that they were beefing with, they kind of went their own way, and Dolph had to kind of step aside. He could not sit there and try to entertain either side, either or. So he said, you know, I'm gonna keep it strictly business. But like time passes by, and it comes into like about the summer of 21, and it's already at that point where Dolph has basically signed and put on one of the dudes that actually ended up coming back to being the guy that hit up Jay. And everybody, that was still fresh. When Jay passed, man, that was still fresh. And all the Trula guys, man, they felt some type of way about it. And, you know, Memphis is still small, and the fact that Dolph was still coming around, man, like, it felt like he was in their face too much. And basically, he puts on the dude that hit Jay, and that sparks even more tension, because it's like, dang, how you gonna put on the dude that hit Jay, and you was supposed to be cool with Jay and all that, man? So that's when tempers flared, man. Things start getting even more heated, right? Escalation is about to happen. It's any given day now that things could pop off, man. Like, anything could happen, man, at that point. And the fact that, you know, now Snoop Band's coming into the picture, they ain't even like that guy anyways. And so now it's like, man, I can't believe they put on dude that hit Jay, and the family of Jay actually spoke out and was like super heated that Dolph did that. And that's one of the things that kind of has Trula in the mix about this, is because the actual families from one side was like very emotional and spoke out, and, you know, about how they can't believe Dolph signed Jay, and Dolph was trying to keep it strictly business. And at that point, it's like, man, look, Memphis is small, man. It's not every time something happens and these two people get into it, you're going to have to, like, we can't all adjust and make the people of who we could do business with smaller and smaller and smaller. Like, if one guy gets into another guy, that means you can't do business with this guy. And then now it's like, oh, they're taking money out the mix. And even though it's not this side and that side.